Morning. So we had a pretty chilly night last night. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're just about to get up, board the billy. We're gonna go for a hunt in pretty much the same area, but it's a bit cold outside. It's probably about 2 degrees. So we've just, as we're driving in here, seen a couple of eyes gleaming up in the hillside, and there was an animal that ran off, but it was too bloody dark. We couldn't see what it was. Certainly looked like a deer, probably a fallow, but it was too dark to even worry about taking a shot or even being able to identify exactly what it was. So we're now heading similar to an area where we were yesterday, sort of back around a foot of a mountain. Then we're going to start heading up it. We've got a bit of a northerly wind coming up over us, so it'll be good just to basically go straight up the mountain. The wind's certainly in our favour. We're not going to wind anything. So, and then we're going to come up and sort of basically, you can see behind my head there, the top of that mountain range. We're going to come walk along that, and then come back down, sort of over there somewhere, from about up there somewhere. Big walk today. I've just been glassing. I just spotted 4 reds, a stag. Can't quite make out how big he is, but we definitely saw some timber. 2 hinds, and a yearling down there. We also come across 2 black fallow bucks. So we're walking down to the base of this mountain. They're up there behind me. So walk down the base of this, the foot of the mountain here, and we're going to find a little gully that we can slide up. We've got the wind blowing northerly, so we want to get in front of that. And then get some climb up onto them. Hopefully we'll be within a decent shooting range. So, game time. We're going to put some miles under us quickly. Try and get in front of them. They're probably a good, when we saw them, probably a good 1.5 kilometres away. So we're just going to sneak up on them now.
It didn't take long for us to pinpoint 2 herds of deer just after first light. A family of 4 reds and 2 fallow, a buck and a spiker. The reds were moving quickly, browsing fast, and at that rate they were moving, we didn't stand much of a chance to get in front of them. The fallow, however, were only about 2 kilometres away and moving very slowly, feeding often in the early sunlight. We made a quick decision that these would be our best option to target and planned a brisk stalk around the foot of the mountain prior to walking up in a gully to mask both our presence and our scent.
So we've just walked up a couple hundred metres in elevation. We're just heading over this rise here behind me. That's where we reckon the reds are going to be sitting. So we're just going to take a quick walk over here. Ready to go, Marty? Fallow deer. I think there's a buck and a spiker in there. There is, he's just come here. It's the first opportunity to get that big bull, right? You want to aim probably for his back line. If he gets broadside behind us. So we need him to go slide on. Not the wee one, not the big one. Come out. Okay, gotcha. You don't want the wee one at the back, you want the big one that's popped up into the sky. You'll probably hear it. He's perfect on the off here. He's perfect. Yeah,
go on.
Perfect for a shot.
The one at the front?
Yeah, when you're ready. Got him. You hit him. He's down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's rolling down. Perfect. Watch where he rolls. I've got him in the binos. Now just wait. That fucking.
The other one comes out.
Hold it. He tried to get, but he fucking hold it.
Just nailed a fellow buck.
At 280 metres and after an 8.5 kilometre walk around and up the mountain, I'd succeeded in my goal of bagging my first fallow buck. With the spiker still hanging around, Marty positioned himself to take it as well.
Got him.
Just sit tight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got that spiker.
Yeah, I got him too. Yep.
Yeah, well you back up for me, I'll have a crack. He's bouncing around. I'll figure out what Dad's doing.
He stopped.
Good spiker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got him. Right on the edge. Just popped out broadside.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a crack when he's dropped.
Got him.
Hit him?
Yep, he's down, mate.
To our amazement, the spiker was still hanging around, in the same position he was in when I'd shot the stag, only metres apart from each other. A suppressed rifle, we figured, as the main reason he hadn't taken off for cover. This allowed Marty the time to sit up, relax, and take a shot.
Brother! Woo-hoo-hoo! That is awesome.
Keep your eyes peeled. We've done 2 shots and they're pretty suppressed. We've hit a Yahoo. But it could be a food pop out too.
That's the shit, man.
Yeah. Double. 2.
All here.
All here, right here in New Zealand.
That'll give Dan a wake up. What time is it? 8:48. Hunter gatherer meets crazy fish hunt film. Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Good shooting too.
Yeah.
Scott took a really good shot, 280 metres, and just pole-axed the young buck. And the young spiker didn't really know what was going on, so
He
it
just
sort
hung
of
around.
around and hung
Yeah.
around. So I set my rifle up and said to Scott, well, I might as well have a crack as well for a bit of meat. And it doodled round and popped itself back out, not far from actually where Scott fired his shot. And so I lined up on it in the first shot and drilled it. Pretty much 2 fellows should be lying, I'd say, about 10 metres apart.
On top of each other. That's awesome.
And it's a good, it looks like not a bad buck,
Yeah, yeah.
but not a bad buck for up in this area anyway.
That is really cool.
Stay tuned, people.
Okay, so we've just climbed up to get to these animals. Another 280 metres up. We're just about to come across them now. You see him from there, Marty? Alright, I've just found him. About 3 metres to go. Here he is. It's my little fellow.
Stop there. Oh no, you shot from the, you were facing the other way.
Other way, that's the exit we're in. Oh, he's dropped them all right.
VLDXs is what the projectile was.
VLDXs.
Yeah.
After walking up the mountain another 280 metres, we finally came across our 2 fallow. Both had beautiful dark coats, and although most wouldn't consider my buck as a trophy, I made the decision to cape him and arrange for a full shoulder mount to be undertaken.
So this is the reward for effort. My little fellow buck. Shot with a 308 sour, suppressed sour, from about 280 metres. We've walked up from the valley floor about 300 odd metres in elevation, which you can see below us down there, and then shot him at another turn and 80 away in distance, so but only about another 60 or 70 metres in height. So we're up a fair way, got an amazing view, and this is my first ever Kiwi fallow up in Mavora. Won't tell you exactly where because it's a special place. It won't be too hard for any Kiwis watching this to figure out. Couldn't be happier, mate. Absolutely stoked. And thanks, Marty, for bringing me all the way up here. I've been wanting to do this for years, mate. So top effort, mate. Thanks very much. Now we've got the lovely job. Unfortunately, it's all downhill. So we're going to pack the whole animal out. I think I might get this one sent away and mounted. So Kiwi hunting, mate. Couldn't be happier. Apparently, in true mountain man form, because this is my first fallow, I have to eat a sliver of the heart. So here it is. Here's the heart. Good looking. Bon appetit. It's surprisingly good.
It'll be tender as.
Oh, it is tender.
Yeah. And there you go. My great Australian New Zealand mate Scotty's just eating his first bit of deer heart raw.
I tell you what, that's actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Wow. You almost want to take that home and cook it up. I might yet. So you see the river right down below us there. That's where we've walked up from. That camp's way over there. Awesome scenery. What an amazing place. They filmed parts of Lord of the Rings up here.
It's definitely Lord of the Rings country.
She is definitely Lord of the Rings country. So when you see the mountains, you see the scenery, you can tell why they filmed it up in here. We just made it back to where we dumped our packs with the animals on our backs. That was a 300 metre, doesn't sound far, but it's probably about a 60-degree slope we're on.
Definitely that.
Now we're going to bone these things out up here actually and put them in our packs because we're not carrying the whole animals the rest of the way down. We've still got about 8 kilometres to get back to the truck. We'll cape this because I'm going to probably get them mounted down in probably in Cargill and eventually get them shipped over to Perth. We've just finished processing all the two fallow, caped and took the head from the buck that I've shot, and we've just sat here and had a bit of a cup of tea. So now we've got leg number 2, and that is to get down to the bottom of the valley down here, probably 1.5 kilometres and a 60-degree slope down, with fully loaded packs and a head on my back and our rifles. So the day isn't quite over yet. We've still got a fair bit of a walk ahead of us, but we thought we'd have a little rest. It really rained in on us last night. We couldn't get anything done. We glassed around for a few hours and it was just a bit of a waste of time. They were all obviously pushed down and huddled up somewhere, but this morning when we come out here, there was animals everywhere, so we're very lucky to be able to get what we've got today. Time to start packing the meat into some bags, put it in our packs, and start the walk.
We backpacked the deer down the mountain to where we had dumped our packs earlier on in the stalk. The terrain was steep and hard to get a solid footing, resulting in me finding, at times, the quickest way down was sliding on my rear end. It wasn't glamorous, but it was effective, and all while soaking up the amazing scenery, with thoughts of how much harder it must have been for my grandfather back when gear, equipment, and clothing was nowhere near advanced as today.
Go. Marty's down there below me. He's a little bit fitter than me, and I'm just taking it easy. Don't break a leg or an ankle, or more importantly, the antlers on my back.
Scotty coming back from the mission. He's killed a fallow buck, his first fallow. buck. He's done well. Been a big day. Left the hut this morning at 5 to 7, and
Did it?
yeah, we're just back at the truck now for
Kiwi.
10
Fallow
past
buck.
2.
That's probably about 14k walk today. And very high. So here's everything we've brought out. Back leg, front leg, 2 back straps, back leg, a couple of eye fillets under there. One of the front shoulders on the one I shot was buggered, so. And then 2 back straps, 2 back legs on the spiker for Marty. You have some beautiful fallow meat, which you could not beat that, mate, at all. Here's our little hut that we're stayed in. Up the head of the river. So now we're about to start packing everything up and heading back down to Riversdale.
Although our journey into this part of the country was a brief one, it was thoroughly rewarding, and spending this time with close mates Marty and Dan helped create a moment in time that will be memorable for a lifetime. I felt a great sense of achievement and a sense of belonging, partly due to the fact that I grew up in this part of the country as a kid, and partially because both my father and my grandfather had spent so much time over their lives hunting and fishing in this same area, and to share this experience with great mates is priceless. We were too early for the red and wapiti raw this year. However, we're already planning a 2020 raw trip into the mighty Fiordland, where, yet again, we'll have an opportunity to tick one off the bucket list, chasing a trophy red stag or the elusive wapiti elk.